everyone, my name is Stella Barr. I'm a senior this year and I'm running cross country. Today we're going to be reading The Tortoise and the Hare. One fine summer day, a tortoise, a lizard, a squirrel, a skunk, and a raccoon gathered at their favorite spot by the side of a pond. Tortoise and lizard sunned themselves on a large rock. Raccoon cleaned her paws. Squirrel and skunk watched fluffy white clouds drift across the sky. Everything was calm and peaceful. And then Hare leaped out of the bushes. Up, 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 lazy ones, he called out. You're wasting a beautiful day. Let's do something fun. Let's have a race around the pond. Squirrel sighed and said, You always want to race because you think you're faster than everyone else. Think, Hare shouted. I am the fastest. I can run circles around all of you. No one can beat me. Hare bragged on, and all the while he thumped his long feet on the ground. Goodbye, peace and quiet, Skunk grumbled. This is no fun at all, Squirrel complained. He's ruining our day, Raccoon groaned. Tortoise raised her head and said quietly, I'll race you, Hare. For a moment, all the animals were silent. Then Hare began to shout. Tortoise wants to race me? That's an insult. You're the slowest animal I've ever met. It will take you hours to get around the pond. The other animals were puzzled. How could Tortoise even think of racing Hare? They wondered. Tortoise just climbed down from the rock and slowly walked to the path that went around the pond. When she reached it, she said, I'm ready. Tortoise, I will not race you, insisted Hare. Are you afraid of losing? Tortoise asked. Afraid of losing, Hare laughed at the thought. All the other animals were now waiting near the path. They were watching Hare. Finally, he stomped over and stood next to Tortoise. Okay, Tortoise said, let's make this the starting line. I'll show you all what really fast means. Lizard spoke up in her high-pitched voice. Attention racers, on your mark, get set, go. Hare sprang into the air. His strong hind legs moved him forward in huge leaps. He charged up the path, saying to himself, faster, faster, faster. After a minute or two, he glanced back to see where Tortoise was. I knew this would happen, Hare said. Tortoise is barely across the starting line. Hare took a few more leaps and then stopped. This is ridiculous, he muttered. It's going to take Tortoise the rest of the afternoon to get around the pond. I might as well take a little nap. When I wake up, I'll still be able to run around the pond 10 times before she gets around it once. Hare stretched out along the side of the path. He arranged his long ears in a comfortable position. He yawned and closed his eyes. Soon he was snoring. Zzz. Hare awoke with a start. He sat up quickly and looked around. His mouth dropped open in his surprise. The sun, he said. It's so low to the sky. Then Hare heard far-off noises shouted. He jumped up and started running as fast as he could. He ran and ran until he saw his friends in the distance. They were jumping up and down. They were cheering. Tortoise was crossing the finish line. When Hare reached his friends, they were standing around Tortoise and clapping. Aren't you going to congratulate Tortoise on winning the race? Raccoon asked. Hare mumbled, Congratulations, Tortoise. Then he groaned and said, How could this happen? Well, Tortoise replied, Slow and steady wins the race. She turned, climbed into a rock, and quietly watched the beautiful sunset. The end.